Hi guys, my name is Grace Pearman and I've seen every single shark movie ever made. Today I'm going to be ranking them in a tier list that I've created exclusively for this video. I'm half awake, I'm having an allergic reaction, and it's time for me to film some content. Is 1:30 in the morning. I filmed this video once before today when I had full hair and makeup done and nothing saved. So this is the bitter, unscripted refilming of this video. I really hope you enjoy this. So we're gonna get started. I've made a beautiful little tier list for today's video with 5 tiers that I'm gonna be sorting my movies into. The first tier is the best tier. We're gonna refer to this one. Woo! Yeah! This means it's the best of the best. It's changed my life, it's changed yours, and it's changed cinema for the better. Next up we have fantastic. Also a really good thing to be. If someone said you were fantastic, you'd be like, great, thank you, I appreciate it, and I know. It's not like the best of the best, but it's really good and it's a great watch. Up next we have Chum. You'll have fun watching it. It just may not be a good movie, or it may not be it's just middle of the ground. Up next we have What Is Going On. You ever see something and you go, what is going on? Many shark movies have that kind of effect on you when you start watching them and you go, hey, I don't know when this started and I certainly can't tell you when it's going to end. Up next, our final category, sometimes you see some of these movies and you go, hey, I've had enough of this life. Some of them have a bad effect on you. So let's get started. You'll notice here I have not every single shark movie I have watched, but the main ones. I've seen way too many. I'm just gonna get started off on a good note, and I know that you guys have probably not seen these movies, so I'm just gonna show you a little clip to get you into the headspace of these. So we're gonna start off strong. We're gonna begin with 47 Meters Down. 47 Meters Down, starring Mandy Moore of Tangled fame. Now when my life began. The song from Tangled. This movie is about 2 girls that get stuck in a shark cage, and the shark cage chain snaps and they plummet to the ocean floor and there's sharks. Hey, it's a good premise. It's one of those movies where it kind of ends and you're like, what was the real ending? Here's a little clip to get you, your head in the game. They whine like that the entire movie. This was like one of the first movies that got me into shark movies. I will stand by my decision. And for me, I think it's gonna go in fantastic, because I genuinely enjoy watching this movie, and hey, I'll put it on again. I've watched it a couple times. Up next we have 47 Meters Down Uncaged. This is the sequel to 47 Meters Down 1. 47 Meters Down Uncaged is genuinely one of my favorite movies of all time. Hey, is it good? Don't worry about it. It's not a good movie. The characters are awful, the plot is terrible, but oh my gosh, I have so much fun watching this movie, to the point that if I am exhausted, I am tired, I am depressed, I will put on this film and have a great time. This has become, not joking, my comfort movie, and I love it so, so much. Like I said, it's not good. Just to give you a little taste, this is the scene where a fish screams.
You're fishy, fishy.
No, Nicole, I wouldn't.
The fish screams. Keep it, okay, just hear that one more time. The fish screams, and then she bumps into the cave ruins, and the cave ruins collapse. That's the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I love this movie so much, and for that reason, it's actually going in the very top tier. It's such a fun time watching. I just love that movie. Up next we have Five-Headed Shark Attack. You may be asking yourself, well, what happened to 2, 3, and 4? The answer is those all do exist, but I watched the Five-Headed Shark Attack first because I kind of wanted to skip to like where the real action was happening. There is a 6-headed shark attack that came out a few years ago, and if you would like a 7-headed shark attack, stay tuned because that movie's coming out in 2029. To give you a little taste of what this looks like on the silver screen, let's take a peek. It's really great. I'm gonna put this one in Chum, honestly. It's not It's not like the bet. Props to them for ambition. Up next we have The Black Demon. The Black Demon starring Josh Lucas just came out this year. Now, I hate this movie. I hate this movie so much. The shark is in it for like 2 minutes, and not in like a Hitchcockian Spielberg Jaws shark way. The shark is in it absently because this movie is about big oil. The movie takes place on an oil rig and doesn't leave the oil rig. I hate this movie so much, I'm actually not going to give it a time of day. This is not a shark movie. It was really bad. And it's going to go right in the bottom tier. Up next we have Deep Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea is one of the more famous shark movies. Here's the premise. They try to discover a cure for Alzheimer's using the brain of sharks, which is a really good premise if you don't think about it too much. Controversially, I'm actually not the biggest fan of Deep Blue Sea. It was like a fine watch. LL Cool J is great in it. This movie particularly does this thing that I've seen in a couple of them, where they have like the lead girl like take off her clothes, but in like a way that doesn't need to happen. So she stands on her pile of clothes to escape the electric shock of the water. If you look a little closely, she has some room to go. I think she would be fine without doing that, but hey. It's a nice set, Fenty. Deep Blue Sea for me is going in Chum, which is actually really controversial because it's so well known. It's literally neither here nor there for me. Up next, we're going to go through all 4 of the Jaws briefly. Jaws, I don't even have to talk much about it. It's literally the best. Like, there's not much to discuss. It literally invented the genre, and it also invented the blockbuster. It's literally just iconic and just a good movie. If you would take the shark out of it, it's a genuinely wonderful movie, and you like the characters, and like you feel like you're there, and it's shot so well. It's Spielberg. They used a puppet as the shark. The puppet holds up really well. That scene being silent is what does it for me. Like, there's no score, and it's just like John Williams did the score, and that is like the da-na-da-na-da. It's so famous. That scene being silent is what spooks me. Because of the success of Jaws 1, they decided to make a sequel, of course, like a lot of big franchises do. It's literally the first movie just like remade, like same exact plot. There's kids getting eaten, like it's just the same thing. I'm actually not even gonna show a clip because it's literally just the same thing. It's going in Chum for me. Up next we have Jaws 3. Jaws 3, originally released as Jaws 3D, was released during the height of like the 3D 80s thing. This follows the sons of Chief Brody, and it's like not good. It's really not good. Actually, I'm just really quick gonna put it in here. Hey, I'm not going to show you any more of that. Jaws for the Revenge is very interesting because this is the kind of really a dark, sad movie. And it's like Elaine Brody being like haunted by the ghosts of her dead children and dead husband. It's sad, and the shark follows her around North America to the islands. This movie is infamous for the fact that in the final sequence when she's fighting it, the shark stands up and roars. And hey. Hey, I don't know about that, man. hey, just lost my appetite. It's like depressing to watch, and it's not good, and it's sad, it's awful. Up next we have Maneater, which I watched on a flight. And Maneater I actually will not pay another $3.99 for because it was so bad. The sound effects they use are from iMovie. Insert here. They literally use that sound like a couple of times. This wasn't even so bad it was good. It's literally just going in the bottom. Up next we have The Meg, and The Meg's actually a fairly important movie for the shark universe, the Shooniverse. The cast is insane. Hey, why is Ruby Rose in it? Hey, why is Rainn Wilson in it? It's really dumb. It's stupid, but like there's some good scenes like this one. That goes crazy. That's a really good scene. It's just well done. I'm putting it in fantastic, man. It's a really good movie. It's actually no. It's not a good movie. I'm putting it in fantastic because it's fun. Up next, we have the Meg sequel, Meg 2. Now, keep in mind, I threw a big shark party for this movie and saw the midnight premiere. It was like a whole thing, and it was bad. It's like I was bored, and I had beer in my hand in the theater, and it didn't make it any more fun. I just felt like I actually did fall asleep during this one, which is disappointing because it's so high budget. I would put it in what's going on. Up next, we have Open Water. This is a very special shark movie because it's very serious and genuinely scary. It's like based off a true story. It's not supposed to be like a shark. All of the footage of sharks they use is real. So it's not like CGI sharks or puppets. It's literally just real sharks. The camera is placed with the actors at water level, so you feel like you're there, like the whole time. And it's like a little skin crawling. This husband and wife go on like a snorkeling trip, and then the boat leaves without them due to like a mishap with the head count. And so they just get stranded in the open water. Ugh. And genuinely scary is one of those movies on this list that will actually scare me. Up next, we have its very comically different sequel, Open Water 2 Adrift, starring the cast of Grey's Anatomy. This group of people's partying on a yacht, and then they all jump off in the water, and they just forget to put the ladder back up, so they're stuck in the water. First off, she's doing a lot. I'm tired and I'm exhausted of her. Hey, I enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed this one. It's like hokey compared to its true story prequel. I'm gonna put it in fantastic actually because I enjoyed watching it. Up next we have The Requin, starring Alicia Silverstone of Clueless fame. The Requin is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. This is from 2022. Hey, that's recent. You'd think it would, look good. That movie is actually so insane. That's going right in the bottom. Up next, we have The Shallows, starring Blake Lively. Blake Lively is gorgeous. Let's get that out of the way. And I think I look a lot like her. The Shallows is so well done. It's like beautifully it's just a good movie. Yeah, that goes crazy. I'm putting it in fantastic, actually. It's really good. Up next, of course, is Sharknado, and I'm referring to Sharknado as the whole series, just so you know. Sharknado is important. Sharknado has a very significant place in the society or the shark society. They keep making them, and they're gonna keep making them. Here's kind of what an average scene looks like. Okay. I'm gonna put it in fantastic. I've actually not seen all of them because I need a buddy to get me through those. Up next we have Sharktopus. This was a late night watch for me. It ripped her half in half. Hey, that's incredible. I love that movie. And hey, it's going in fantastic because it's so bad it's good. Up next we have the smash hit Shark Tale. Some of the best music supervision I will ever hear in my entire life. It's actually going in the very top tier. Up next we have Soul Surfer starring Anna Sophia Robb. Soul Surfer is the true story of Bethany Hamilton, who was a surfer who lost her arm due to a shark attack. And hey, this may be in poor taste. This is in poor taste. This is in poor taste. God, I wish that was me. I haven't seen this movie since youth group, and I don't remember it at all. So I'm gonna put it in chum because I can't make a serious opinion about it. Up next we have The Reef. Listen, The Reef is, without a doubt, the best shark movie I have ever seen, and Rach can back me up. This movie is so well made. You like the characters, and it's paced well, and it looks good, and you feel scared. It's kind of like all the combinations of everything I've liked so far. And they are acting in this movie. They are there in the water and they are afraid. It's really good, and I will recommend it to anyone who wants to get into the genre. The Reef does have a sequel. It's called Stalked. It's forgettable. I don't know what's going on. Last but not least is Shark Boy Lava Girl, which is not genuinely about sharks besides Taylor Lautner.
But one of the sharks recognized him.
Hey, it's Shark Boy. Don't take a bite out of him, boys. He's a friend.
They took Shark Boy to their cave home, where he'd be safe and dry.
Hey, that's incredible. I love that movie. It's going in the top tier specifically for George Lopez. Well, you guys, that is the finished shark movie tier list. You know who to talk to. I hope this kind of broadens your interest. Love you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.